Yo, what's going on, everybody? And today, now we are going to talk about the spoilers of Spider Man Far From Home. Let's get into it right now. And with the help of the Iron Spider suit, Tony Stark's last gift to him, he's making these things possible with ease, of course. And once he's done with those bad guys, he is wrapping things up, and a group of cops comes in and asks him, is he going to be the next Spider Man?
That's what I like to tell you happened in this movie, except it didn't. It just happened in the trailer. Wish it would have happened in the actual movie itself. Kind of looking forward to that part because I still wanted him to do like Spider-Man things in the Iron Spider outfit. But apparently that's just Endgame stuff, Infinity War stuff. So treats all around.
Anyway, life goes on for Peter as he has to try and figure out his place in the world now. Still trying to do his neighborhood Spider-Man things within the vicinity. Now that Aunt May knows, Happy, of course, obviously knows and everything. Doing charity events, getting checks and things like that, even though he's not really actually getting the checks. They're just like going towards like charity or some crap like that. I don't know. And getting bombarded with questions by all these nosy reporters and, of course, asking about Iron Man and being involved in the whole Endgame snap incident. Only, they're not calling it the snap because nobody knows what the snap was. Everybody knew about Thanos, but they don't know what erased everything. I mean, they don't know it until later on. So for now, everybody's just calling the snap the blip. Aunt May did in one of her speeches for that charity event managed to say something that I thought was very relevant and very important. And she said, we have to move on with the next phase of our lives. Ooh, phases, you say? Like, I don't know. Phase 4? I don't know. I'm just being extra dramatic about it, honestly, but I'm sure that's kind of what it ties into, amongst other things, amongst things that are happening in this film, because, again, Peter kind of has to move on with the next phase of his life. Tony's not around anymore. He's gonna have to get out of that sulking stage like everybody else. So the Nick that we see in the movie is not the real Nick Fury at all. Come to find out, uh, this fake Nick Fury over here is really Talos from Captain Marvel, the Skrull that we met in that Captain Marvel movie, and he's been posing as Nick Fury this entire time. It would have been a nice uh, teaser to like the Secret Wars or something like that, but honestly, like I said, we don't have any Avengers on Earth currently right now to be doing a Secret War anything, and the simple fact that Nick is out in space just means there's going to be a lot more cosmic stuff to come in the future. I mean, the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the chick who's been working space stuff for like years, decades, pretty much all her life, for, well, not her, most of her life, but she's been working it for a minute. Learning, going out into other worlds and all that stuff or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, this is becoming.
In the middle of their vacation, boom, out comes Quentin Beck to save the day as everybody is attacked in Italy by a water hydro monster. Hydro-Man, not Hydro-Man though, because they don't reference him as Hydro-Man. They just call him Elemental, like they do all the rest of the other ones that came out before them. Um, and here he comes to save the day, and come to find out that Nick Fury already met him first, as it was the opening scene in the beginning of the movie. And, try to play the whole spin on him being from an alternate dimension, different Earth, blah blah blah, and that's where all of us Marvel fans were like, "Oh, multiverses! This is how they can introduce X-Men and the Fantastic Four and all of these other characters that we didn't have access to before." No, 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 no. He lied. There's no multiverse, and that low key pisses me off. I'm lying. High key. That extremely pisses. Which becomes the question now: how else are they going to get introduced into the MCU? Great. That just throws all these other theories out the window, and now we really gotta wait it out. Gosh. So obviously Quentin Beck, aka Mysterio, playing the good guy role as always, and of course the master of illusion with extreme high tech and everything, plays one on everybody because he's trying to get Peter Parker's glasses, named Edith, that Tony Stark left for him, which is like some type of like home defense thing, I guess. I can't really be specific on it, but either way, the Edith, it stands for even in death, I'm still the hero. Tony, love that guy, man.
I love how they explain and how they use Mysterio's tech to be Mysterio. Like, just fighting somebody like that and seeing what Peter had to go through and fighting that guy, like, that would trip my mind out. I'm just thinking, like, man, if I fought somebody like that and survived it, and he was down, he was out, he was good, he was locked away, he was dead, whatever the case might be. I don't know how I could trust anything ever, like ever again. Like the illusions, the fake stuff that he put up, it was just freaking mind blowing. Like, that would give me anxiety for all times for the rest of my life. Like, I couldn't trust anything. Everything I'm poking, I'm touching, I'm asking like important questions that only certain people would have to know. Like, yo, just at any moment, I feel like my whole world is just fake, like the Truman Show or something like that. That would trip me out. With that being said, I'm absolutely ecstatic that they were able to make Mysterio a villain in a Spider-Man movie. Who would have thought we'd ever get that? Because honestly, who would think Mysterio would make a good villain in a Spider-Man movie? He seems like that kind of thing would only transfer well with the animated series of some kind, not in real life, not live action, but they did it and it worked. It worked really well, really well.
And with that Spider Sense, he was able to defeat Mysterio. Unfortunately, Mysterio had a backup plan, and it's going to tear Peter's world completely apart. In the end, he managed to broadcast after he died that Spider-Man was the cause of the attack and all the damage and stuff like that. So he pretty much pinned everything on Spider-Man with video proof, even though the video is like photoshopped and like altered and things like that. And then on top of that crap, exposed his secret freaking identity and blasted his picture for the entire world to see. Oh my gosh, the stress that he's about to go through is just, it's not okay. It's really unfortunate.
But out of all that negativity, one good thing happened. We got freaking J. Jonah Jameson back on screen. Good old J.K. Simmons back as J. Jonah Jameson. Oh my goodness. It couldn't have been more perfect. I almost feel like that was a better cameo than a Stan Lee cameo. Because, you know, we're not getting... Tragic. And like I said again, Nick Fury is out in space with Captain Marvel and probably the rest of S.H.I.E.L.D. and all that other stuff, and Maria Hill and all that, while Talos and his wife are down on Earth taking their place, and nobody right now knows that's what's going on. So more on that. Hopefully we're going to get more into, like, maybe Captain Marvel and Nick Fury, and then we'll run into Thor and the Guardians of the Galaxy out there or something like that. I don't know. It's so much with the cosmic that's going to happen. It's just so much possibility, so much recasting. And I'm here for it, and I'm ready to see the next phase of Marvel and what they're going to do. But I hope they don't do it to where they just really shy away from Earth like that. Like, hopefully, like, both Earth and the cosmic will still stay kind of like in the loop of one another. Because otherwise, it's just going to suck. I don't know, man. It's whatever. We'll see. Especially with Disney Plus. Like, is the Disney Plus stuff going to, like, tie in? More on that, right? We'll talk about it eventually. But for right now, this is what I got for you guys today as far as spoiler. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And go see Spider-Man Far From Home, you guys. It's worth the watch. I already gave it a 7 out of 10 because I had a lot of gripes about it. But the gripes weren't, like, super terrible. It's just like, oh, God, corny, cheesy, stupid. We could have really did without this scene, could have did without that. Just a little stupid stuff, you know what I mean? But overall, the movie was still pretty good. So go see it if you haven't already. And I will be here telling it like it.